Welcome back to Unite Live Austin here at the Austin Convention Center. Thanks for joining us on YouTube and Facebook. We are here with Carl and Ashley from the Evangelism team. What is evangelism? What do we do?
What is evangelism, Carl?
That's a question for you, Carl.
Evangelism is at the core of our Unity. The reason is that Unity grew from the grassroots. We really worked with the people who actually make the games, who actually program, who did the artists. And we always want to be in touch with them, to learn from them, to make our products better. And that's why we implemented evangelism in Unity, to really go all over and find the people that we can work with to make the product better, but also support them, like providing them with new materials, new tutorials, so that they can also spread the word and be an evangelist themselves at Unity.
So it's about kind of building relationships and then having those people build even more relationships.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah,
So what are the main kind of focuses for like the rest of this year? Like where do you travel to? Like, how do you pick where to go and what to focus on?
There's a few events coming up, right?
There are.
Just a few.
Really exciting. Just a few. A bunch of them. It's really exciting. So how we figure out what cities to go to, we go to where our communities are.
Yeah.
So we're in touch with a lot of local developers. We reach out to local Unity user groups, and we go and we see, like, where are developers, what are they doing, how can we help them? And so we do events like Unity Roadshows, we do talks at the user groups, and what we're doing now is that we have a series of full-day conferences called Unity Developer Days. So we're actually going to be touring in Latin America in late November, and we're going to go to a bunch of different cities and have these conferences where we speak about how to become a successful Unity developer. So we're going to have 2 conference tracks, which is Unity staff going to these cities to talk to the local developers, and also giving local developers a platform to speak to their fellow community members in order to increase that community engagement and have everybody work together, because the whole point of evangelism also is just like bringing the community together around Unity, uniting everybody.
Nice.
One little point to add to this, I find very interesting, know that we had Provis talks about Connect here, that we actually finding those speakers to the Connect platform.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So we have at New York City, we had one also, people come to demo the games, and we find them to the Unity Connect platform. So it's really having in phase, but also the online community are melting together. So that's something very exciting.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I think you can speak a little bit also about the upcoming events in Latin America.
Yeah, the developer days.
Yeah.
So we have the developer days in, first we're going to be in Bogota, Colombia, and Sao Paulo, Brazil, Santiago, Chile, and Buenos Aires, Argentina. So those are the 4 cities that we're coming to next for Developer Day. If you want to find out the events for Developer Days or any other Unity events, all you have to do is go to unity3d.com/events, and you'll find all the information there. Go there, check out the dates. If you're in any of those cities in Argentina, Brazil, and you let us know, come to the events. We'd love to have you. We'd love to see them. Yeah.
So if you're someone who's not ever been to these things before, what's the experience like if I'm going to a developer day? What do you do there? What do you learn?
It's so much. It's really exciting. So you have tons of options to like whatever your preference is. If you want to go there to check out Unity games and find some inspiration, we have a Made with Unity showcase that highlights projects made in each country. And so we also have our talks by Unity staff, and those are expert level talks that you can go and find out really in-depth about different tools like particle effects. And Sarah has done some wonderful talks at our developer days.
Are you saying
about
I'm an expert?
Yes, you are. You are an amazing expert at XR, and we loved having you at our developer days. And so we have talks like that by wonderful people like Sarah at our developer day events. And then we also have the local community members who are speaking to more on a local level, hey, I'm a developer in your region, I feel what you're feeling in regards to your development community and what your struggles are, here, let me help you. And so no matter kind of where you are in your development, whether you're a beginner or you're an advanced developer, you can find something at the developer day events.
So really, I mean, for people who are watching at home, they're not able to come to a Unite. These are like mini Unites, right?
They are. They're basically, mini Unites.
Awesome.
Yep.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I think they're super fun. I just went to the one in New York, of course, and it was so cool to see all the Made with Unity games that are just made in New York, and then getting everyone together. And even so, one of my friends had just moved to New York, and he came by and he was like, "Oh wow, I didn't realize there were so many other Unity developers here." So it was a great way to meet people and connect.
That's exactly it. And so, the whole thing is like you said, we're finding a lot of people. We're saying like, hey, like we don't know other Unity creators in our area. That's why Unity Connect has been super useful. The developer days have been really great, and that's why we're going on the road. We're actually going to do a lot more developer days in 2018. We're going to do more across the United States and Canada, and we also have plenty of international events as well that Carl can talk about.
Cool.
So Unite is here in the United States, but we really also have a Unite upcoming in Melbourne, Singapore, and India.
Nice.
So I'm
Those
super
are all
excited.
this next month, right?
They October 23 in Melbourne, November 2 and 3 in Singapore.
And you're going to all of them, right?
I'm
Yes.
going to all of them. So we'll be on the road a lot. But the reason why I'm going is, for me, is also to learn. And at Unite Melbourne is something super interesting. Our lead principal engineer, our friend Dio Gonzalez, will be there. So he will give a really interesting talk of what the future of VR looks like. So I'm super excited about that. And then there's another talk about from Mark Tannenboom, who just was here on stage. He's talking about analytics, but what I really like about it, he's really showing from a practical viewpoint. Zynga is joining him on stage, and they will be explaining how he can engage with users using analytics. Nice. So that is something super exciting. And then, of course, it is something very close to my heart is Unite Singapore. Brett Bibby, or VP Engineering, who's originally from, who used to live in KL.
And worked with you, right?
Was that?
And worked with you as well.
Yes, he was an evangelist. So I was super excited. He will be the keynote host. So it will be probably deep technical. So I'm sharing here all information that is not public yet, but I'm sharing it.
It's okay. There's not that many people watching.
And there will be also
It's just live on Facebook and YouTube. So.
No big deal.
there's also a talk about AI and machine learning by Jay Santos there.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Yes.
I'm super excited to learn myself on that too.
So with these kind of events, I'm always curious, how do we go about finding new communities of people? You talked before about how we can be driven by local user groups and say, well, that's a good place to do an event. But how do we kind of foster areas where there's not that much going on, or at least the people aren't well connected?
So one thing that we do is actually we visit lots of local schools and universities,
Right.
because there's so many emerging talent no matter where you go. Computer science, digital design, all these topics are super popular for people entering college right now and who are studying these as their majors. Now compared to before, there's so many people getting their bachelor's or master's in game development. And so we go to these different colleges all around. We meet with the students, we talk to them, we help them. A lot of the user groups were founded by meeting with these like new groups of developers and like you saying like, hey, if you make something in your city, like we'll support you, we'll come visit you, we'll send you swag, we'll talk. And so that's how we kind of like find and like create these communities together. And then Carl is doing a wonderful job of like finding all these people that are using Unity that aren't for games. And it's really exciting to see how many people are using Unity from everything from medical science to automotive to AR applications, XR work. It's like a lot of people doing different things. They have their own meetups and separate meetup communities all around the world.
Of course.
And so we go to them too and we say like, hey, like making things with Unity isn't all about games. Like you're welcome in our community as well. And so we make sure that they're included.
We enable everybody to create user groups and encourage that so you can share knowledge.
Yeah.
And that's why when you go to our website, the Unity Meetup, that there we can find information on how to start your own user group.
Yes, that's what I was going to ask.
And it's so unbelievable. Just recently I got an email somebody from Bermuda.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to go.
That sounds nice. Can I come?
Nice, well played. Cool, well, thank you so much for joining us, guys.
Of course,
we
thank
are
you.
out of time, unfortunately, but hopefully everyone will see you around the world at these events.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Looking
Again,
forward.
you want to see where we are at unity3d.com/events. We hope to see you.